I don't really do videos, even though someone said I should do YouTube videos. I guess because of the things that I talk about sometimes on my social media page, which I'm not giving. But I'm like, I'm not the type of person that would sit there creating content every day. Besides, what the hell would I even talk about? I'm nobody. I'm not a person that travels to exotic places. I especially can't travel now because of the pandemic. I'm not somebody that cooks these amazing meals or like has all these recipes that I can show off. I'm not a person that goes out to try like weird foods. I don't do challenges. I'm just your average woman. I work just like everyone else. I pay bills just like everyone else. I struggle with confidence just like everyone else. I'm finding I'm starting to struggle with my weight like many women do. I even struggle with finances like most people. But I guess the reason why I'm doing this maybe is because somebody can hear it. Maybe someone can relate to what I'm going through. And I'm not showing my face for obvious reasons. Like, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be viral. But maybe somebody out there has the same or similar story. To what I'm about to say. My entire day today, Monday, June 29th, 2020, went to complete and total shit. Because somebody that I was supposed to meet canceled on me for the third time. And at this point, I am so freaking sick and tired of being jerked around, of people getting my hopes up. I'm tired of people thinking that they can treat me any kind of way. Because I'm like, what the fuck did I do to you? For you to think that you can just stomp on me like a freaking cockroach and think that's okay. I mean, I can tell you a series of events that have happened over the years. I wasted 10 years on some motherfucker that felt like he could treat me any kind of way, call me all kinds of names, make me feel like the way that I feel about certain situations isn't justified. Like my feelings didn't matter, but everybody else's did. And that motherfucker felt like it was okay to lie to me. He lied to me from the jump about his intentions. Turned around and decided to renege on his intentions, which is basically the same as lying. I had to deal with somebody last year who I did absolutely nothing wrong to. But because of something that I said, and I was trying to be honest with him so that there wouldn't be any surprises, he felt like it was okay to lie to my face. He looked me in the eyes and lied. For somebody that's supposed to be such a purveyor of truth and logic, not so truthful and logical when it comes to me, I guess. And I let him know about it. I let him know how hurt I was. And that was it. And I let him know that, hey, you lied to me. And then, I think it was a few weeks ago, I went out on a supposed date, if you want to call it that. And this guy was just rude the entire time. He said that he had a conference call and it had to do with work. And I was just like, in my head, I was thinking, well, why couldn't he have just postponed the date for another day? I would have been fine with that. But no, he stays on the phone. He steps out, steps away, goes into his car, is on the phone on his conference call. So I'm sitting there at the table. We went to a restaurant. I'm sitting there at the table waiting for him. And then he comes back and he says, hey, I'm still on this call. I said, okay. And I was sitting there just waiting for him until he got off the phone so that we could talk. He came back, paid for the food, went back to his car, and I sat there waiting for him to get off that conference call. So I start, just looking through my phone, occupying myself. And I remember the waiter even came up to me and said, oh, did he just ditch you? I was like, oh no, he had a conference call. He's in his car. So I'm just waiting for him to finish. Do you know that I looked up and out into the parking lot, and his car was gone. He had just up and left. No, I'm sorry, I have to go. Let's talk another time. Let's, set up a real date. Nothing. He just left. Without a freaking word. And that was just so rude and disrespectful and embarrassing, because I'm like, the waiter comes up to me and says, oh, did he just ditch you? And today I sent the text to this guy and told him off. I said, what you did was rude. And then to have someone else that I was supposed to meet cancel on me after we made plans last week. And this was somebody that had canceled on me twice before. The first time I understood because the shelter in place was was statewide. It was a statewide shelter in place, and because of all the chaos of the pandemic, we just decided it was best for us not to meet up. So I just said fine. Canceled on me a second time because they were too busy. And then canceled on me a third time. And so going forward, I'm just going to take anything that anyone says with a grain of salt. Like, if you're not a family member, if you're not a close friend, if you're not somebody that I work with that keeps their word, I'm just not going to take you seriously at all. I don't care if you're somebody that asks me out on a date. I'm not going to take you seriously. If you say, oh yeah, I'll do this for you, I'm not going to take you seriously at all. Like, I will purposefully show up late because I'll be like, well, I didn't really take you seriously when you said that. Like, I've just had enough. I had enough of people thinking that they can treat me any kind of way. I mean, life felt like it was okay to treat me any kind of way when my dad was taken away from me. And what sucks right now is that I can't even pick up the phone and vent to him about this kind of stuff because he's the only one that I would tell. Because he's no longer here. I'm just so fucking hurt and tired. I'm just so tired of people. I can't stand them. I cannot stand them. And I'm tired of having my time wasted by people who think that they can just walk all over me and they're like, well, you're not anybody, your time's not valuable, so whatever the fuck I do, I'm justified and it's okay. These are the times that I wish my dad was here, because he would know what to tell me. He would give me good advice. He would reset my confidence again. Because right now, I don't have any confidence in anybody. Anybody outside of the people that I already trust. So, I'm done. I am done with people. And I'm only gonna stick with the ones who have been good to me. And there's some really mean shit in my head that I really want to say right now, but I'm not going to. Because it's wrong. But like I said, going forward, I'm not taking anybody seriously. Like, I'm just gonna take whatever the heck you say to me with a grain of salt. If your actions don't match your words, fuck you. I'm not ever dealing with you again. And with that, I'm finished. And those of you out there that can relate to what I'm going through, I hope you all stand up for yourselves too. And let these people that fuck you over know how you feel. And let them know you're not going to treat me any kind of way. And don't put your trust in anybody outside of the people who are good to you. Take care.